Good morning from Southern Ontario, Canada, July 21st. Some more on the oil crisis, motor oil crisis in the States. I can't seem to find anything I find truly credible about the whole thing. As some people say it's an additive shortage, other people say it's an additive shortage slash and or shortage of the crude base oil that they make motor oil out of. Other people say it's from the COVID pandemic because they didn't shut down for maintenance, and now they're shutting down for maintenance at the refineries. I don't know. I can't seem to get anything comprehensive on it all. It's not jibing up to me. But they're saying it's diesel motor oil that the shortage is going to be of. This, of course, would affect farming and transportation hugely. That doesn't make sense to me either, and if you'll indulge me, I'll explain why. There's really no difference between diesel motor oil and gasoline motor oil. The diesel oil has more additives, but they consist mostly of detergent. I'll come back to that if I remember. And molybdenum and zinc, neither of which are like rare earth metals, molybdenum and zinc. Some nickel and a couple other things, but again, not like lithium where African children are digging mines with their bare hands. I mean, zinc, molybdenum, nickel, pretty common stuff, even the molybdenum. But anyways, this goes back to the reason I know that is in the automotive restoration world and farm tractors and stuff like this. A few years back, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, it might be more, at the behest of the automotive industry, the petroleum industry took the molybdenum and the zinc out of motor oils because the automotive industry had asked them to, because it was messing with the catalytic converters. So they just took it out, didn't really tell anybody. It first showed up in the automotive restoration industry. Guys would rebuild motors and they'd have cam failures. Where did this come from? That's like super rare. Super rare. So they suspected at first maybe the metallurgy of the cams. Stuff often sourced from China, of course, right? Turned out that was not the case. So the solution is, still to this day, you can go to Canadian Tire, your automotive parts supply stores. Do you call that jobbers in the States? You can go there and readily buy several different additive packages to put the zinc and the molybdenum and whatnot into the oil. Some guys even, there's some old weird guys who will filter to death and let sedimentate the used oil and add an additive package to it, trying to recycle the oil. But again, to go back to the restoration guys with this problem with the additives not being in the regular oil, the simple solution, and it's utilized a lot, and I use it myself, run diesel engine oil. There isn't a problem with it having the higher detergent, and it has, of course, the zinc and molybdenum related additives. I run it in everything I own, diesel engine oil that is, except my car because it's newer. Not that it's that new, but the new cars have very specific oil demands in their viscosity. A lot of new cars, whoa, almost nailed by a pine cone, run like say 0.16, and you don't want to replace that with 530. Don't make that mistake. In the old days, the big Detroit iron would start to burn oil. They'd switch from 1030 to 2050, in the hopes it wouldn't bypass the rings so much and burn so much oil. Those days are over. What your car wants, it wants. Don't mess around with it. I got a little off track. So I don't understand how they can be having a diesel engine oil crisis. Just doesn't add up to me. Again, these additives, the molybdenum, the zinc and nickel and stuff, they're not rare earth elements. It just doesn't jibe with me. And in summation, people don't understand. I've seen it posted. If it hasn't rained in quite a while, and when it first rains, you'll see a white foam on the road, especially fresher pavement. Brand new pavement, it'll just look like somebody at Granny emptied her wash tubs out onto it. That's the detergent coming up. And as a motorcyclist, and any motorcyclist will tell you, that stuff is lethally slippery. A smart rider will pull over and wait for it to rain for a little while, wash that detergent away. So anyways, that's the ramble about the oil crisis. I don't know.